This is Taipei, the capital of Chinese Taipei, and a city of about 2.5 million people, bustling for sure. And it's got a state-of-the-art venue here in the Taipei Arena, which is hosting the HSBC BWF Taipei Open 2024. It is finals day here at this Super 300 tournament. Let's tell you the order of play here. And we start with mixed doubles. Pakapon Teeraratsakul and Pataimas Muenwong are in action. They are the 4th seeds from Thailand and looking for a first ever Thai medal in this category. They're playing young Po-Hsuan, who's going to be in action a little bit later on, and Huling Fan, the 2nd seeds from Chinese Taipei, looking to give Taiwan their first ever medal in mixed doubles here at this tournament. Next up is Jessita Putri Miantoro and Febi Siantiningrum of Indonesia. And in all-Indonesian final, they're the 7th seeds. They're looking for their biggest ever title if they can win here today, playing Febriana Ripuji Kusuma and Amalia Cahaya Pratiwi. They are the 2nd seeds. They're looking for their first ever Super 300 title today. In women's singles, the final here, Sim Yu Jin is looking for her first ever win on the HSBC BWF World Tour. She's been playing Putri Kusuma Wardani, the 7th seed from Indonesia, looking to get her 2nd ever Super 300 title. In the men's singles final, Chi Yu-jun is against Lin Chunyi, who's the 2nd seed in all Chinese Taipei 1. Lin Chunyi, he is looking for his 4th Super 300 title. Chi Yu-jun, his 2nd ever after winning the Super 300 last year at the Side Modi. And we end things with the men's doubles with Cheng Chen-wei and Wu Xuanyi. This would be their biggest ever title. They've never won on the HSBC BWF World Tour, and they'll be playing Li Che-hui and Yang Po-Hsuan, who we said is up in that mixed doubles as well. They are the 2nd seeds, and they will be looking for their 3rd Super 300 title. So lots at stake then. Well, we start with the mixed doubles final. And as you can see, Teeraratsakul and Muenwong, they got into the final after a retirement from Ye Hongwei and Li Chia-shin. Li having to retire hurt at the end of the first game. She actually hurt her ankle right at the start of the match, I think on the 5th point, which then carried on, but it was too painful. Let's see if they can do something here today, the Thais. So, looking at the mixed doubles, the race to the finals, of course, at the end of the year in Hangzhou. And only 2 pairs from each nation can qualify in the top 8. So right now, Tan Kian Meng and Lai Pei Jing of Malaysia will be looking to try and get themselves further up that table. It's a pretty good crowd in here. I think more will be streaming in, as we saw yesterday. The Taipei Arena, built in 2005, state-of-the-art venue, I can tell you. It's hosted many a sport event and concert in its time. Of course, these guys here were absolutely desperate to see a number of their big names today, finals day. None of them are here. The names that I'm talking about, of course, Tai Tzu-ying, who's going to retire at the end of the year. She's their biggest female star, arguably the biggest star ever, in fact. She's won this 5 times, but fell short, losing to Wardani, who was here in the final today. This would have been our final tournament, in theory anyway. Cho Tien-chen, their biggest men's singles player, lost yesterday in the semi-finals to Chi Yu-jun. That was an upset in a fairly contentious match. And of course, they're gold medalists from the Paris and Tokyo Olympics, Wang Qilin and Li Yang. They were out in the round of 16, their last match together as a pair. Li Yang is retiring. Well, effectively has retired, because this was his last tournament.
And now let's welcome the players.
让我们欢迎选手进场。
Pakapon Teeraratsakul and Pataimas Muenwong from Thailand.
Pakapon Teeraratsakul 以及帕泰马斯本翁来自泰国。
So the Thais make their way on first.
Po-Hsuan and
And we'll get a good reception here for the local favourites. Po-Hsuan, he's going to have a busy day. 2 finals. Mixed doubles and later on men's doubles. That's why he's playing the first and 5th match to give him enough recovery time, he hopes. He'll be wanting a nice and easy win here. Of course, that's the ideal scenario. They are the favourites here, the Chinese Taipei pair. And you'll see why in just a short while. Just about the favourites, I should be clear. And they have not met before, so it's not about head-to-head. They're the 2nd seeds, Chinese Taipei pair. The Thais are the 4th seeds.
Black and red, who's going for? Red is the ball. You on the top. What do you choose? Who will serve? Who will receive? Choose your end.
So let's find out a little bit more about these players. Starting with Teeraratsakul, who's 19 years of age only, 179 centimeters tall, from the capital, Bangkok. Not playing too far away from his best ever ranking, which was achieved only a couple of weeks ago. And they have he's won 1 title on the mixed doubles circuit at the US Open just a few months ago, with his partner here, Muenwong, who is much older, 29. She's 157 centimeters tall, while he's from the north of Thailand. She's from the south, also playing near her very, very best ranking. They also finished runners-up at the Malaysia Masters last year. So there are those results. Now, they haven't really been tested yet. As you can see, they've won all their matches in under 31 minutes, and yesterday was probably the biggest test. They were playing the top seeds of Ye Hongwei and Li Jiaxin. It was something like 5-2, I think, when Li hurt her ankle. And they went on to win the ties that first game, and then the retirement. Po-Hsuan is 28, tallest player here of the 4, 186, playing at their highest ranking of 20th. He's a men's doubles player as well, so that's why he's contesting the final later. Hu Lingfeng is 26, 171 centimeters tall, from Kaohsiung. Now, in terms of mixed doubles titles, they've never won a title together on mixed doubles. They finished in the finals a couple times together, Singapore Open and the Kaohsiung Masters this year. Those are the results. Dropped 1 game so far against Wu and Yang. So this is a huge moment for them to win, opportunity to win their first ever HSBC BWF World Tour title for the Chinese Taipei pair. Chaturanga Vishwanath from Sri Lanka is our umpire for this one. He'll be supported by Jason Fuyip from Singapore. So by virtue of rankings, Chinese Taipei pair would be the favourite. However, they've never, as I said, they've been to 2 finals, lost in Singapore, which is a 750. They lost to Deng Te-Wen, Huang Ya-chong, the Olympic gold medalists, in that final.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, young Po-Hsuan and Ho-Ling-Fang, Chinese Taipei.
And then the Thais, they've won a title, and that was just a few months ago.
And
so does that give them an edge?
Patapon Teeraratsakul and Fatima's Muenwong, Thailand. Ho-Ling-Fang to serve to Patapon Teeraratsakul. Lowell.
Fact.
Play.
Pakapon won both the men's doubles and mixed doubles at the US Open recently.
Service over. 1 love.
Patamas also an all-rounder. She plays both. She was in fact in the semis of the women's doubles as well. Yesterday, lost that one though. Could have been in 2 finals herself today.
5. Service over.
Ho-Ling-Fang just steps in at the net.
5.
Well, that's one that Patamas might well have felt she should have gone over. She's pretty short, 157. Shorter than the height of the net, and so that doesn't always help your case. Nice start here.
3-1.
Yeah, back up on there. Really unleashing that
3.
jump smash down the line. Aiming it at Ho-Ling-Fang.
Ho-Ling-Fang challenges.
Already a challenge here. They felt that was out, the Chinese Taipei pair. Very much was in, wasn't it?
1 challenge remaining.
Looking at the record of Yang Po-Hsuan and Ho-Ling-Fang, it wasn't a very good start to the year. They were out in the first or second round. The first 6 tournaments of the year: the India Open, Indonesia Masters, Thai Masters, German Open, French Open, and All England.
4-3.
So that would have been a real concern. Now, it's been a pretty good start here from the Thais with that 3-point lead. They've settled quicker.
Service over. 4-6.
Yeah, that run continued, that poor run for the Chinese Taipei pair. They were out in the second round of the Malaysia Masters, but then all of a sudden picked things up at the Singapore Open. They got to the final. I told you they lost Deng Tzuwei and Wang Yaqiong. And then unfortunately reverted back to early exit, second round of the Indonesia Open. They played here at the Kaohsiung Masters in Chinese Taipei and lost in the final. That's a tournament they'd be expected to be playing in. And then got to the semi-finals of the Japan Open. So it started to get a little better for them. Lost to Tan Chungman and Tse Sweat. And now that's been a fantastic run. 4 points in a row to give them a lead. They've got the momentum now back, the Chinese Taipei pair. Last week in Korea, at the Korea Open, they got to the quarterfinals, losing to Kim Won-ho and Jong Na-eun. Pataimas into the net.
8-6. From the cutter. Return cutter.
So things have kind of just turned a corner, perhaps. They've gone a lot deeper in tournaments in the second half of the year so far. After all, from Singapore Open onwards, things have improved. So late May.
7-8. Service over, 9-7.
Oh, good defending there. Really good from Young, but Pataimas just dinks it over. It's enough.
8-9.
Oh, great shot from Pataimas. But Young managed to get it back. Really good play, Pataimas there.
9-all. White the ball, please. Who? Show that way. Thank you. Pataimas back on court. Back on court. Nine all. Foul.
Just getting a touch on that one. Teeraratsakul.
10,
Young and Hu
9.
just in front. Let's have a look at the record of the ties after the interval,
11-9.
which is happening now, and it is the Chinese Taipei pair that are just in front here, 11-9. It's been a tight first game, but they were trailing by 4 and have come back nicely since then. They've scored 8 of the last 10 points and lead 11-9 at the break.
Who? 11-9. Pakapon. Play.
So looking at the ties, then they play a lot less tournaments on the HSBC BWF World Tour. They play a lot on the International Challenge Series, which is slightly lower level.
Service over. 10.
So at their home tournament, the
Quick.
outside of the Roy Chung Masters, where they got to the final. Excuse me, the quarterfinal. That's a Super 100 tournament. They played a lot of international challenge and actually got quite far in those tournaments. It helps push up their rankings. Yeah, they went deep in many of those international challenge tournaments. When they played in their home tournament at the Thailand Open, they were out in the opening round. That was the first tournament they played together this year in the HSBC BWF World Tour. That was in May. Before that, playing a lot of international challenge tournaments. At the Malaysia Masters, they were out in the opening round. They then returned to the International Challenge Series, and then at the US Open, they went on to win it. So sometimes that winning habit that you get at those lower level tournaments helps. And now it's a 5-point lead for Young and Hu. They've really accelerated since the interval here. Canada Open, they got to the quarters. Oh, the placement, superb from Young. Just a little bit of deception. He goes one way, and then he opens up the racket the other. Excellent work. Yeah, they were out the second round of the Japan Open a couple weeks ago, and then quarterfinals. Or rather, after the Japan Open. They didn't play in Korea. Here they are now in the final, but they are trailing by 5. But Taimas has been quite quick and nifty around the net.
16.
Still a lot of work to do.
16. Young return the shuttle.
Trailing by 3 here. Well, this has been good work. The Thais are battling back quite nicely. They've scored 4 of the last 5 points.
15,
and there's an audible groan. It's gone a little quiet in here because the Chinese Taipei pair were going great guns, and all of a sudden they are trailing. Oh, they are just leading by 1, I should say. Getting ahead of myself there. Well left. Tempting. Well, this is excellent. 6 of the last 7 points now. The momentum has shifted back to the Thais.
Gun, no delay.
And maybe Young there, just looking to try and slow things down a little bit. But he breaks that run of points. He needed to.
17-16.
6 points in a row it was for the Thai pair. Oh, she's missed it. Hu Lingfang.
17 all.
Well, this is on a knife edge now. So tight. It looked very, very comfortable a short while ago.
(18-17).
Thais just in front. Well, they have really got themselves back in such a good position, given where they were a short while ago. Now starting to snatch at shots. They lead by 2. That's a useful cushion to have at this stage of the game. It's good defending there from Chinese Taipei. And they are really on the attack here, the Thais.
20 game point, 17.
3 game points now. Just remember, it was 15-10. Then it went to 16-10. There was a 6-point lead.
Come on. This is the last one. No delay, no more delay.
Last warning there for Young. It's 10 of the last 11 points have gone the way of the Thais, and they have won this first game. What a turnaround this has been. Trailing by 6. That is hugely impressive. 21-17 to Pakapon Teeraratsakul and Pataimas Muenwong, who reeled off points at will when they were in some serious trouble. 11 of the next 12 points went to them. So there's no doubt that was a huge blow for the Thai pair, the Chinese Taipei pair, I should say. And they're now going to have to really pick things up here. They're going to want to force this into a third. They've got to win this game, obviously. but certainly you feel that the momentum will be with the ties. It's getting rather quiet in here, I have to say. Now, just remember, while they're the higher-ranked pair, the Chinese Taipei duo, they have never won a title together. And then won a mixed doubles title. That's a really good shot from Hu. They set that up, that point, very, very nicely indeed. Stretching their opponents. Great shot here from Hu Lingfeng, and then followed up beautifully by Young. That's a real team point, isn't it? Yeah, there's something to be said about slightly lower ranked pairs playing on the international challenge circuit to give them that confidence and bulk up their points. I think the strategy has worked quite nicely for the ties. And you just look at their record overall this year. They've played 31 matches this year coming into this tournament. They've won 24 and lost 7. That's very good. It's just about 80% win rate overall. It's not as impressive for Young and who won 19 of 32 this year. But they played exclusively on the World Tour, really. Who puts that away with the backhand. Crowd enjoying this for now.
5-3, ladies and gentlemen.
See, every time they lose a point, or rather the opponents win one, it's just there's a bit of a groan, there's a murmur in the crowd here.
Left back and forth. 4-5.
Good reactions there from Pakapon, but only so much he could do.
6-4.
Yeah, it's got a sting, right, that last game, when you're leading by 6 going into the home stretch. And you can't finish it off. Suddenly the opponents turn it on out of nowhere.
Service over. 7-5. Service over.
Only a point in it now.
6-7.
Oh, won't tumble over. And the ties are level again. Well, they've shown this battling quality, haven't they? Now they are in front. This has been another impressive run here from the ties. 3 in a row.
Service over. 8-all. Okay.
Yeah, it's a quirk here that Chinese Taipei have never won a mixed doubles title outright here at the Taipei Open. Outright. I say outright because it was done once, a shared title in 2005.
Service over. 9-8.
Tony Gunawan and Zheng Wenqing winning it in 2005. Tony Gunawan, Indonesian then. Yeah, Pataimas. Muenwong, knowing I think she should have at least probably just got that back over. Well, this is swinging back and forth, isn't it? The
10-9.
momentum. Looking like they're exchanging points at the moment. There you go. After that little run from the ties, it's becoming an exchange of points. So it is the Chinese Taipei pair who have the edge here only just by a solitary point, and it's the Taizo who have won the previous game and they have the overall advantage. Reminder again, in terms of finals, Po-Hsuan and Fang have been, this is their third ever final in the HSBC BWF World Tour as a pair. They've finished runner-up twice, both of this year, by the way, and both at the one end of this spectrum and the other is, well, Kaohsiung Masters is a Super 100. They lost to a Thai pair there, by the way, and then at the Singapore Open. That's a Super 750. They lost to Zheng Zuwei and Huang Yachong, the #1 pair in the world.
13-10.
So very different experiences for them. The Thai pair, this is their third final as well. They won one though earlier this year. That was the US Open. That's a Super 300, and last year runners-up at the Malaysia Masters. That was a Super 100. Placement was brilliant. Young's not going to get to that one.
12-13.
Couldn't quite get there, Pataimas.
14-5. Thank you. Place back on court.
They're getting to these positions again. Now, what they'll remember is that they started to take a lead around this stage. They have got a 3-point lead here. That is going to be somewhere in the back of their minds. They need to know that they can surge on, they can push on from there. Aren't able to finish it off the ties. So great defending from Chinese Taipei, but the placement is excellent from Teeraratsakul. 26 shots is our longest rally.
Who to receive?
Only the 1 point in it.
Play on. Wipe the court, please. 15 all. Thank you. Place back on court. Young back on court. Place back on court. all. Challengers called out.
So it's been called out there. We're going to have a challenge. It's again another fantastic fight back. And it is certainly out.
One challenge remaining. 16-15. Play. Service over. 16 all.
Now it's the turn of the ties to challenge. Taking a little while to add to the drama. It is just out. Unsuccessful.
One challenge remaining.
To the delight of the crowd.
Service over. 17-16. Play.
Just in front now. Business end of this match, perhaps.
Pakapon, get ready, Guter. Play on. Service over. 17-18. Service over. 19-17. Fatima.
Now up by 2. We'll make that 1. This is going down to the wire, isn't it?
18-19. Who? Show back way. Thank you. Do not block the receiver field. All.
And again, the ties, in some bother earlier, have bounced back nicely. And now they have got match point. Oh, this is huge. How this has gone back and forth, but now they've been trailing for much of this game. Drama at the end. They are challenging. They feel confident of that challenge. They're waiting now to see what happens here. Chinese Taipei rather muted. He's hoping beyond hope. Look at that, the emotion as they await the result of this challenge, of whether that serve was indeed in or not. He can't wait, he's bouncing up and down. Back up on Teeraratsakul. I think it's good, it is good! Excellent scenes here at the Taipei Arena. And a brilliant start to the day. Fantastic achievement for the Thais. Their first ever title here at the Taipei Open for Thailand. And continues that good recent form, having won just a couple months ago at the US Open. It's another Super 300 under their belts. Fantastic result. And they've been trailing in both games. I think we have to remember that as well. 10-all it was at the just before the interval. They only took the lead once at 16-15, but the rest of the time they were trailing until just at the end. So, Pakapon Teeraratsakul and Pataimas Muenwong, the fourth seeds from Thailand. They beat the second seeds from Chinese Taipei, Yang Po-Hsuan and Hu Fang, 21-17, 21-19. They've done it in 39 minutes. And Chinese Taipei, the wait remains. The wait continues for a first outright win in mixed doubles here at the Taipei Open. We now await the prize presentation. Well, it's disappointment for this crowd in the opening match, but Chinese Taipei are guaranteed winners' medals today in the last two finals of the day. Well, it's all Chinese Taipei affairs.
And make mistakes. We live, we learn, we change. Gotta keep on going every day, and it will be worth the wait. Don't know what's up ahead.
So everyone just awaiting the formalities to begin. Yeah, the Taipei Open, the first prize-giving ceremony.
Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, and distinguished guests.
各位女士、先
Here we go.
生及现场嘉宾，午安。
Welcome to the YONEX Taipei Open 2024 prize presentation ceremony. We will begin with mixed doubles.
2024台北羽球公开赛混合双打颁奖仪式即将开始，
Please welcome the players.
欢迎选手进场。
The mixed doubles runner-up from Chinese Taipei, Yang Po-Hsuan and Hu Fang.
混合双打亚军选手来自中华台北杨博轩、胡林芳。
And mixed doubles champion from Thailand, Pakabong Teeraratsakul and Bataimas Muenwong.
混合双打冠军选手来自泰国帕卡蓬提拉拉萨库、帕泰马斯门翁。
We're honored to invite our distinguished guest, Chinese Taipei Badminton Association President, Mr. Zhang Guozhou, to present the medals.
恭请中华民国羽球协会张国祚理事长颁发奖牌。
We would then invite our distinguished guest, YONEX Company President Alisa Yoneyama, to present the mark check.
恭请 YONEX 优乃克股份有限公司 Alisa Yoneyama 社长颁发奖金。
And now we will invite our distinguished guest, Taiwan Cooperative Bank Chairman Lin Yin Mao, to present the mascot of this tournament.
恭请合作金库商业银行林彦茂董事长颁发大会吉祥物。
And now we will invite our distinguished guest, Fortune Motors Company President Mr. Tsai Chi Feng, to present the souvenir.
恭请汇丰汽车股份有限公司蔡奇峰总经理颁发礼品。
We would like to invite our players and guests to get together for group photos.
请选手与贵宾一同合影留念。
Thanks to our distinguished guests.
感谢颁奖嘉宾。
So that brings to an end the first prize giving ceremony very shortly. Chinese Taipei, as I said, have never won outright a mixed doubles tournament. 2005, Zheng Wenxing won it with Tony Gunawan. So that was a kind of a half medal. They have had winners in other events, of course, here. Young and Hu, this would have been their first ever
Congratulations to the
HSBC
runner-up.
BWF
恭
mixed
喜
doubles
亚
title.
军选手。
Whose first ever title of any kind, remember, because Young has won in men's doubles. But for these two, it is a first ever title for Thailand in mixed doubles here at the
Congratulations
Taipei
to the
Open.
champions again.
So a little bit of
请大
history
家
being
再次
made
给予掌声，
by
恭喜冠军选手。
Teeraratsakul and Muenwong. They now just need a men's singles and a women's singles title here. Excellent results. Coming up next, it's women's doubles. Miantoro and Setyaningrum, the 7th seeds from Indonesia, take on their compatriots Kusuma and Pratiwi, who are the 2nd seeds.
On court 1, women's doubles final. Let's welcome the technical officials.
第一场地女子双打决赛，让我们欢迎裁判员进场。